السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. We are assembled here and gathered here to give our condolences to Zahra Salamullahi alayha. May Allah bless your souls. When a death occurs in anyone's house, mu'mineen from far and wide come and give condolences to the families and give support to the family. It is a system everywhere in the world where families from everywhere and friends come and can give consolation to the family. One person has died, somebody's father has gone, someone's mother is dead. We all get together. But when you come to give condolences to Zahra, whose condolence should you give to? Where do you start from? Should you give condolences of Abbas to Zahra? Should you give condolences of Hussein to Zahra? Should you talk about Akbar? Should you talk about Qasim? Azadaran Imam Hussein, the day of Ashura was a very difficult day for the family of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Sakina was remembering her father. When Hussein ibn Ali left Sakina, she went inside the tent, not knowing what to do. She moved from one bibi to another bibi for a while. Meanwhile, Janab Zainab alayhi salatu wassalam was looking for Hussein ibn Ali from that elevated area of Tilla Zainabiyya, and she was unable to find her brother. She gradually and slowly moved towards the tent of Syed Sajjad. She gently woke him up and said, Sajjad, can you assist me, for I cannot see my brother Hussein ibn Ali. Sajjad says, Aunt, give me your support so I may stand up. Janab Zainab supports Sajjad. He stands up. Janab Zainab brings Sajjad to the threshold of the door of the Khayma of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Janab Sayyid Sajjad opens the curtain. He looked towards his right and then towards his left. He sees nothing, and then he looks ahead and he sees, what does he see? The head of his father Hussein on a spearhead. He says, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. May Allah not show this scene to any son. When any son has to see the head of his father on a spearhead. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Azadaran Imam Hussein, the sun has set in Karbala. Sham-e-Gharibaan has begun in Karbala. And you know what that means? You know what Sham-e-Gharibaan means? Umar ibn Saad commanded the people, now the tents should be plundered. The tents should be plundered. Azadaran Imam Hussein, when that happened, the man came and the army and the troops from the army of Umar ibn Saad came towards the tent. They entered the tent. They entered the tents. I cannot tell you what they did inside the tents, but there were BBs inside the tent. There was a daughter of Zahra in there. There was a daughter of Hussein in there. They started looting the tents. They started looting the tents. They took away the veils of the both of the ladies. Someone came forward and slapped Sakina. Sakina received a slap. The moment she tried to say something, she again received another slap. Azadar and Imam Hussein, Shimr came forward and started pulling the earrings out of the ears of Sakina. Oh Shimr, she is the daughter of Sakhi ibn Sakhi. If you ask for the earring, she will give it to you. You do not have to snatch the earrings from Janab Sakina. Azadar, he slaps her again and he removes the earrings. The little girl stands up. Aunt Zainab, what am I supposed to do? She moves to Aunt Janab Zainab alayhi salam. Bibi Zainab moves the ladies. They start burning the tents. The tents are being burned. Bibi Zainab takes the ladies from one tent to the other tent. She moves them from one tent to the other tent. When they burn the second tent, Zainab takes the ladies to the third tent. Again, when that tent is burning, she takes them to the other tent. She moves the children and the babies, all of them, to all the tents that are safe. Eventually they come to the tent of Janab Sayyid Sajjad. All the tents are burning except his tent. Janab Zainab comes inside there. She realizes these people are going to burn all the tents. She walks inside the tent of Sayyid Sajjad. She has a conversation with him. Sajjad, you are the Imam of the time. Sajjad, these people have come and have plundered our tents. Sajjad, you are the Imam of our time. Sajjad, we do not have veils on our head. Sajjad, we do not know what to do. You are the Imam of our time. Sajjad, give us a command. Should we remain in this tent and burn ourselves, or Sajjad, should we walk out and leave these tents without veils on our head? Janab Sajjad says, Oh Aunt Zainab, you need to go out. You need to go out. It is wajib to save your life at this time. Janab Zainab comes out for the first time. She steps outside the khayma. She slaps on her face and says, Wa hijaba. Janab Zainab weeps and says, Wa hijaba, wa hijaba. She comes out. There is a riwayat that says Janab Zainab and Janab Kulthum both decided to look for what is happening, for the children were scattered here and there. They started looking. They found children sleeping in the hot sands of Karbala. They came there. Do you know, a riwayat says there were 6 children that were trampled under the hoofs of the horses in Karbala. There were 6 children that were trampled under the hooves of the horses in Karbala. Janab Zainab and Janab Kulthum realized that these children are no more. They gather them together. Azadar and Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. It is at this time that Janab Zainab goes and takes all the ladies to one particular side. She remains there. The children are frightened. They are scared. They do not know what is happening. At the same time, there is one child that is moving away from one place to the other. They started burning the tents of Imam Sajjad. Hamid ibn Muslim says that I was standing afar and I was looking at a tent burning, and I saw a lady who is in the state of panic. She goes inside the tent and she comes out. She goes inside the tent and she comes out. He says, I noticed she did that for a while, and then she went inside and brought a man on her shoulders. Janab Zainab saved Janab Sayyid Sajjad. She saved Janab Sayyid Sajjad. Hazadar and Imam Hussein, there was a little girl that moved out of the tents. There was fire in her clothes. She was seen running from one place to the other. There was a man who saw that there was fire in the kurta of this particular girl. He came forward. He extinguished the fire. This girl is in the state of shock. She is bewildered. She does not know who has extinguished this fire. She does not know of anyone who could have mercy on her. She looks at this man and says to this man, who are you? Tell me, who are you? He says, there is nothing to know for you as to who I am. She said, you extinguished my fire. I did not know there was anyone who could have mercy upon the family of Rasulullah. Can you do me one more favor? If you have extinguished the fire, can you do one more favor upon me? He says, what is the favor? What do you want me to do? She says, can you show me the way to Najaf, please? She says, can you show me the way to Najaf? He says, what will you do in Najaf? She says, my grandfather Ali lives in Najaf. I want to go to him and tell him what they have done to the household of Allah. Hazrat Imam Hussain, Janab Zainab brings the girl. They all are sitting in one particular place. Suddenly Janab Zainab notices that from the opposite camps of Umar ibn Sa'd, there is a lady, there is a flickering of the light that is appearing, there is a candle that is appearing. She moves towards that candle. She notices that it is the wife of Hur that is coming together with some water and some food for the family of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. As they approach, she introduces herself and says, I am the Zawja and the wife of Hur. I have come here to bring this water for you. Only Allah knows what must have happened when Janab Zainab saw the water. She saw the water and she called upon the wife of Janab Hur and she said to her, she is the daughter of Sakhi ibn Sakhi. She is the daughter of the house of generosity. She says to Janab, she says to the lady of Hur, she says to the wife of Hur, she says, oh wife of Hur, you have come at the time when we do not have anything to offer you. You have brought water for us. We thank you for bringing water for us. And then she says to the wife of Hur, I wish to pay my condolences for the loss of Hur. Hi Zainab, 18 members of the house of Banu Hashim. 18 members of the house of Banu Hashim, all of them lost their lives in a moment of hours. Janab Zainab takes that particular water. She comes to the tent of Janab Sakina. She wakes her up. Rabab, where is Sakina? She wakes Sakina up. She wakes Sakina up. Sakina wakes up. She was sleeping. She wakes up. Azadaran Imam Hussain, Janab Zainab having woken her up, she says, Sakina, there is a glass of water, there is a pitcher of water. Someone has brought water for you. Sakina, Janab Sakina wakes up and says, Aunt, is Uncle Abbas back? Has Uncle Abbas brought this water? She says, no, this water has come for you. Sakina, drink it. Drink it, you are thirsty. It has been trampled under the hooves of the horses. Sakina, how did you know? This was the body of your father. She says, after my earrings were snatched, after my veil was taken, after the slaps on my cheeks, I wanted to tell Baba, I wanted to tell Uncle Abbas what has happened to me. I ran towards the Furat. I could not find anyone. This body called on me, Ilayya Sakina, Ilayya. Sakina, come to me. Sakina, come to me. Sakina, come to me. I came and I realized this was the body of my father. This was the body of my father. I remained there. Sakina was held by Zainab. Zainab brings Sakina back. She brings Janab Sakina back to the tent. She hands over Sakina to Rabab, Azadar and Imam Hussain. Then Zainab stands up. Then Zainab stands up and gives Sakina to Rabab. She gives Sakina to Rabab. You just heard in the Marthia, you just heard in that salam just now recited, Abhi kaleje mein ek aag si lagi hogi, abhi to god ki garmi na kam hui hogi, na is tarah koi kheti hari bhari ujdi, tumhari maang bhi ujdi hai god bhi. She hands over Sakina to Rabab. I do not know what was happening to Rabab at that time. She hands Sakina to Rabab. She then comes out, keeps the ladies in one particular burnt tent, and she tells them to remain there. Then Janab Zainab comes out, the sister of Abbas. Payam Azmi says, Waqt ki baat thi, pabande rasan thi Zainab. Payam Azmi says, Waqt ki baat thi, pabande rasan thi Zainab, warna Abbas se bhai ki bahan thi Zainab. She was a sister of a brother like Abbas. Janab Zainab comes out. She comes out. She is now guarding the tents. She's guarding the ladies. She's looking at the ladies. She sometimes looks towards the Furat and says, Abbas, Abbas, this is what you used to do. Abbas, only hours ago, you were responsible to guard these tents. Abbas, where are you? Zainab is guarding these tents. She looks at Ali Akbar. She is guarding these tents at this particular moment. A poet says, कभी हुसैन, कभी फातिमा, कभी हैदर, जहां पे जैसी जरूरत थी बन गई ज़ैनब. When she needed to be Hussein, she became Hussein. When she needed to be Abbas, she became Abbas. When she needed to be Haidar, she became Haidar. She started guarding the tents. She had a mukashafa. She had a vision. She sees someone on a horse approaching her. She realizes there is someone. So the first call she makes, she says, oh, the one who is approaching these tents, stop, stop, do not approach the tents. The children have just fallen asleep. I beg you not to come any forward. The children are asleep right now. The man on the horse kept coming forward. Zainab said, I beg you, should you need to loot something from these tents, there is nothing left. But if you wish, you can come tomorrow. The children are asleep now. The man kept coming forward with the horse. On the horse, the man kept coming forward. Janab Zainab moved forward and says, I ask you to stop in the name of Ali ibn Abi Talib. I ask you to stop in the name of Rasulullah. He kept coming forward, and Janab Zainab says, if you come any forward, I will make a complaint against you. The horse came forward. The man on the horse came forward. Janab Zainab at this particular moment came close to the horse. She held the reins of the horse and said, oh horseman, oh man on the horse, if you do not stop, I will call upon Ali ibn Abi Talib from Najaf. I will call upon Ali ibn Abi Talib from Najaf. Azadaran Imam Hussein. The man on the horse says, Zainab, Zainab, this is Ali, your father. Sakina has been calling me. Zainab, go with the ladies, Zainab. Zainab, go and rest. I will look after these tents. I will guard the tents. Zainab held on to the feet of Ali. Baba, where were you when Abbas lost his arms, Baba? Baba, where were you when Ali Akbar received the blood of Hagar on his chest, Baba? Baba, where were you when Hussein had to remove the three-pronged arrow